Some nights, dreams are harmless, just fleeting images that vanish when you wake. But some nights, dreams are warnings, shadows that shouldn't exist, footsteps in empty hallways, whispers that know your secrets, faces you've never seen, watching you while you sleep. Tonight, I'll take you into 3 true stories where dreams don't just scare, they predict reality. By the end of this video, you'll never look at sleep the same way again, and you'll wonder whether your next dream is imagination or something far more terrifying. I was 10 years old when it all began. At first, the dreams were harmless, strange, vivid sequences that felt familiar but impossible. My bedroom stretched endlessly, shadows twisted in shapes that made no sense, clocks glowed red and ticked backward. I would wake, my heart racing, only to find small things misplaced. My toy train on the floor, crayon drawings that I didn't make. Then the man appeared. He was tall, with gray hair streaked like smoke, a jagged scar running down his cheek, and eyes so black and unblinking they seemed hollow. Each dream ended the same way. Him at my window, staring, unmovable, silent, as though he knew exactly what I feared. The first time I saw him awake, I froze. The window creaked. His silhouette was there, motionless, and a chill swept over me, heavier than the coldest winter night. I whispered my own name, and the air felt dense, almost alive. Then he vanished. Night after night, the dreams returned. Sometimes, I could hear him breathing, slow, deliberate, mocking. Shadows moved where no light reached. One night, I awoke to find my old toy train placed perfectly at the foot of my bed. My pulse pounded. I realized the dreams weren't just dreams. They were glimpses into something waiting outside my window. Years later, I still have the dreams. The man waits, always outside, silent. Video games, popcorn, and the endless chatter of teenage boys. But that night, when I drifted to sleep, my dreams twisted into something I couldn't explain. I was on a sailboat, the wood groaning under my feet as waves crashed violently around me. Lightning split the sky into jagged purple streaks. The wind screamed like 1,000 voices, and the sail snapped violently, whipping the air. Then I saw him, a shadowy figure on the deck, cloaked in darkness, moving with an eerie precision. His movements were deliberate, almost rehearsed. "Wake up," the voice whispered, urgent, echoing around me as the water churned. I jolted awake to a metallic scrape from the bathroom down the hall. My pulse slammed against my chest. Duncan stirred beside me, groggy, unaware of what was coming. I crept down the hall, my breath frozen in my throat. And then I saw him. A man, masked, holding a crowbar, just like the figure in my dream. Every detail matched. His stance, the way he leaned against the doorframe, the slow, deliberate way he turned toward the hall. "Stay quiet," I whispered to Duncan. He nodded, trembling. The intruder moved toward my room, every step echoing like thunder. I felt my stomach drop. My dream had shown me the exact timing, the precise path, even the sound of his shoes scraping the floor. And now, it was happening. We hid under the table, hearts hammering. I could hear him rummaging through drawers, shuffling through our things. The air was thick with dust and fear. Then, suddenly, he froze. A shadow fell across him, Duncan's flashlight. I clicked it on. His eyes widened under the mask. He bolted for the window, climbing out into the night, disappearing into the darkness. The police arrived moments later, They said it was a random burglary, but I knew better. My dream hadn't been a warning, it had been a prediction. Every movement, every step, even the panic of hiding had already unfolded in my sleep. That night, I understood. Some dreams aren't imagination. They are windows into reality, terrifyingly precise and impossible to ignore. Even now, during storms or when the wind scratches against my window, I feel that same unease. Every creak, every shadow, every whisper in the house could be the dream repeating itself. And sometimes, it feels like the figure is still out there, waiting for the next perfect prediction. Bonnie's house was supposed to be quiet. Her parents were away, and we had the run of the place. Around 2 a.m., I experienced the first false awakening. I woke, convinced I was getting up, only to see my surroundings exactly as they had been in my nightmare. The bedspread, the posters on the wall, even the moonlight streaming through the window, all mirrored my dream perfectly. Then the door slammed. My heart jumped. Footsteps echoed down the hall, slow, deliberate, heavy. Whispers overlapped, voices speaking secrets I had never shared, in tones I couldn't recognize. I froze, unsure whether I was awake or still dreaming. I tried to call out to Bonnie, but my voice caught in my throat. Every instinct screamed at me to hide. I crawled under her bed, clutching my phone. My fingers shook as I dialed 911. The dispatcher's voice sounded distant, distorted, as if underwater. The footsteps paused, then resumed, approaching the bedroom. A yellow light spilled from under the door, the exact hue I had seen in my dream. The room seemed to breathe, the shadows twisting and stretching unnaturally. The intruders were real, moving exactly as they had in my nightmare. Minutes felt like hours. I could hear one of them whisper, almost mockingly, "She's here somewhere." My breath came in short, shallow bursts. The dispatcher kept repeating instructions, but my focus was on the yellow light, moving closer with each heartbeat. Finally, police sirens echoed in the distance. The masked intruders panicked, fleeing the house, caught only after a tense chase in the surrounding woods. When it was over, I realized something chilling. Every detail of the nightmare, the light, the footsteps, the whispered secrets, had played out exactly in reality. Even now, I can't sleep in unfamiliar places. The false awakening has left its mark. The boundary between dream and reality is thin, and sometimes too thin. Some nights, when I close my eyes, I can feel that same yellow light creeping closer, hear whispers I should never hear, and wonder if the next false awakening will be my last. If these stories chilled you and made you question the line between dreams and reality, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I share true tales where nightmares don't stay in your head. They follow you into waking life. Comment below if a dream ever predicted reality for you. And remember, next time you sleep, pay attention. Your dreams might be more than imagination. They might be warnings.